Welcome to our third interview in our series, Meet the People Behind the Sound. Today, live in the studio, we have ITAL Power. Would you guys like to introduce yourself?
Blessed be, thanks for having us. My name's Mick from ITAL Power Sound System.
Good.
We've also got a studio, ITAL Power Studio.
Blessed be, I'm ITAL Sash from ITAL Power Studio.
Welcome to the Nomadic Studio, guys.
Greeting.
When did you first get into the music, and what was your influences?
How I first got introduced to reggae music was through my family. From my earliest memories of hearing music, it was always reggae music. There was times when my mum used to play a lot of lovers rock reggae.
Right.
When we was little, she'd be cooking, playing her favourites. My dad would also be playing roots. He used to buy a lot of Alpha and Omega CDs, Disciples, and so on.
Right.
Also, my uncle, he used to work in a record pressing plant, so he used to press loads of vinyls, reggae vinyls, going sound system as well. So whenever we went there, we used to see enough records, and all we heard was roots, strictly.
Do you know what? Can you remember what record pressing plant that was?
Yeah, he worked in a record pressing plant called Damon Audio.
What year did your uncle work at the Damon?
It was throughout the 90s.
Okay.
From what I remember, because we used to go to the yard. He would pick us up from where we used to live. In his car, there was always records. Even in his living room, records. All we heard was just records. And when we was younger as well, he would take us out to record shops. And I remember being bored. So he used to be there for hours, just looking through.
Right.
But now years later, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So now I know.
Where do you guys get your inspiration from when you're like making your music and producing your tracks and that?
It's just mainly through like influence over the years of like influence we've gotten from roots tunes, like just listening to it like change and progress throughout the years. So all those years of listening to roots and different styles of reggae, it's basically like what has influenced.
Kind of like urged you to like get into it yourself and try and do it yourself.
And like it's always in our mind, like when we're making tunes, we might think of an old tune that we've made a long time ago, that we've heard a long time ago, and it might give us inspiration.
Right, you have a sound system called ITAL Power. Could you give us an insight on as to when you started to build that sound?
Yeah, it was we started building from around 2007. It was from that time. It was through, because we started, before we went dancing, me and my brother was always buying records.
Right.
We were still quite young. So it's early teenagers, we was going Camden, Notting Hill, Brixton as well, just buying records and just playing them in our room. And then obviously going to as many sessions as possible. So every session local, we was there going, just getting more knowledge, more.
What was the local sessions that you was going to around about that time then?
We used to go Word, Sound and Power.
That Robert Tribulation
Yeah.
South Community Centre.
Southall Community Centre.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's where we went to our first session.
Yeah.
Is that your first session?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was playing at the first session, do you remember?
Yeah, it was Word, Sound and ABBA. ABBA was playing off Robert's set.
When did you start to build your sound system called ITAL Power?
We started building the sound in 2007. It was me, my brother and my two uncles. We started building it together.
What was the turning point that made you decide, now I'm going to build a sound, I want a sound?
Because for many years before, me and my brother was always collecting music, vinyls. Always going buying records every weekend.
Right.
And my uncle also always buying vinyls as well. So between us we had a lot of music. Then slowly I started buying bits of equipment. I bought a little Echo for my room.
Right.
I bought a siren box. And then from there, from the bedroom, then it moved to the garage, and then it was like, wanted the speakers to get bigger.
Right. Where did you get all your sound system equipment from? How did you just start getting hold of the equipment?
I remember speaking to Robert Tribulation at the time, and he did say that he had some things for sale. He gave us some guidance on some things to get. Also, we had a link with Ras Muffet and Ras Kingfee, and they gave us guidance on what amps and speakers to get. They also helped us out along with Robert.
Right, so Ras Muffet and Ras Kingfee, they're kind of elders in the sound system business.
Yeah.
So who have you like worked with in regards to like in your music productions and that?
I've worked with artists like Tony Roots, Vivian Jones, Tess for Sion. In the early days, I've done a lot of things with King Alpha, Joseph, because I came from that school. He did teach me a lot of things as well, so I done a lot of stuff with him. I've also done like some stuff with local talent, some local up and coming artists as well.
Right. I saw just briefly that you're having a couple of singles
recorded quite a few vocals last year, so now's the time just to put some of them out. I've got a 7-inch coming out with an artist called Barbara Rass, called Reggae Music Time, and I've also got a 12-inch to follow that with Test for Sion.
You guys are like of a younger generation, like compared to like my generation. Have you seen it change? Have you seen, what changes have you seen in the music from when you started listening it till today?
I think it's I wouldn't say commercial, but it's grown a lot, like compared to then, because it was a lot more underground then, I think.
Yeah.
And like, because there was like, even when we got into it, there was no internet at that time, so there was no YouTube, and there wasn't really, like, you didn't really hear about dances as much unless you listened to radio or something, or caught some information, or went to a dance and got the flyers.
Word of mouth.
And then I think like social media and everything has helped to make the scene grow.
Right.
And like, it's just mad now, like there's so many producers, sound systems, and I think it's really good, and it has grown a lot over the years.
How do your parents feel about you and your brother entering this musical genre and making progress in it?
They're both happy with it. They support it a lot as well, because it was through them as well we got into it. So we've obviously progressed a bit more into making music and studio, but they're very supportive and they do like it. Like sometimes I have artists coming around, I say to my mum, like for example, Mum, Vivian Jones is coming studio, and she'll say, is it? And she'll come, say hello to him, I used to listen to your tunes, and same way with my dad as well. Certain artists, I'll say this person's coming to do some work in the studio, and then he'll build them up and have a conversation as well. So they're really supportive.
Is there any other genres of music that you guys listen to, either on a regular basis, or maybe you're relaxing and you're not doing any studio work or anything like that?
Sometimes, I wouldn't say on a regular basis, but there is sometimes times where I do listen to instrumental drum and bass.
Right.
Sometimes some instrumental hip hop as well, but it's mainly instrumental. If it's another genre of music, it will be instrumental. So I do like listening to some instrumental drum and bass and instrumental hip hop. I like sometimes listening to the beats as well. Sometimes inspires you. You want to go out to the studio and try and make a tune. Sometimes I find listening to something else can inspire you to create something else. I understand.
Just to recap now, I'd like to say that it was great seeing you at the session last session with Black Sun Rising Promotion. That was the session with myself and Kula. It was a really good session. People that turned up. There were some unexpected guests. Shaka Black turned up. Robert Dallas turned up. Sister Mary turned up. Brother Culture turned up. You know what I mean? Bare people turned up. You know what I mean? So we're looking to build this West London Dub Club thing. You know what I mean? So hopefully we see you guys at the next session with ITAL Power and myself. Just before we finish, what would you like ITAL Power sound system to be remembered for? I mean, you guys.
Remembered for spreading a good message of peace and love, unity, and giving people good music to listen to and catch your good vibes too.
Yeah, so we've got a session there in Latimer Road on the 6th of September. We're going to be taking our sound system there, and we'll be playing alongside yourself.
Excellent. That will be at the Maxilla Club, Social Club.
That's right, yeah.
In Latimer Road.
That's right.
Excellent. I'm sure you guys would like to come along and enjoy the vibes there. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you, ITAL Power, for giving us an insight into your sound system and what you guys have been up to. I look forward to seeing you on the 6th of September.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much indeed. Well, this is the end of the session. Tune in next time when hopefully you'll have another exciting interview with Black Sun Rising Production and Promotions.